So I'm getting a lot of mixed feedback, a lot of noise regarding what's happening with the real estate market. On one side, people are saying that it's going to crash, that these prices are just bound to crash, and if you wait next year, you're going to be able to buy something for $100,000. And on the other side, you got a few people that are saying, well, no, it's going to continue going up. You got to buy now. So which one is it? Is it going to crash or is it going to go crazy? Well, in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening in the real estate market here in Las Vegas specifically. We're going to look over some numbers, and we might be able to answer that question based on data now, but of course, nothing's guaranteed, so we don't really know what's going to happen in the next year, but we know what's happening now. So let's take a look at these numbers. So here's the snapshot for the month of March, everything that sold in March. As you can see, the median price point was $465,000. That is up from $5,000 up from the month prior to that. And part of the reason was because of the months of availability we had in the single family units, 1.6 months down from 1.8 months. So we're definitely seeing less homes on the market and a higher price. For condos and townhomes, we saw the median price of $282,500 and 2 months worth of inventory. Remember that we're really looking at inventory to be, or we really want inventory to be between 4 to 6 months, so it could be a nice healthy market. Anything under 3 months is going to be considered a seller's market. Anything over 6 months or above 4 or 5 months is going to be considered a buyer's market. So we're definitely seeing a seller's market. However, it's kind of in a weird spot because sometimes you'll see homes that are 30, 50, 70, 90 days on the market, but it's a seller's market. So why is that happening? Well, part of the reason is because the sellers are overpricing it, or agents are getting a little too aggressive on the price point and they're putting it at a much higher price point. This isn't 2020, 2021 anymore where, your neighbor sold for 350, you can put it for 375 and you probably got offers for 390 and closed for 400. So that's not really the market that we're seeing. So that's kind of a good news for buyers and sellers. Kind of be aware of that. If you're thinking about selling your home, make sure you price your home just right, because if you overprice it, it's going to be longer on the market and you're probably going to end up selling it for less than what you really wanted. So if you price it right or you price it slightly under market value, you're probably going to see those benefits of multiple offers where they'll compete against each other, especially if your home's in a great area, in a desired area, and the home has some upgrades. It's definitely going to be something that you'll get multiple offers. Buyers don't feel discouraged by this news. You just have to be a little bit patient, because you're definitely going to be making a little bit more offers. You're going to see more homes. You're going to have to be a little bit more assertive, and don't hesitate on making offers. It's better to get the offer in and then think about it, because remember, by the time that the sellers review the offers and they accept your offer, you have a few days or a couple days or at least a day to think about it. But then you have your due diligence period, which typically is somewhere between 7 and 14 days, depending on what you decide, what you and your agent decide. But you have time to think about it afterwards and cancel back out of the deal. But if you think about it, then somebody else doesn't think about it, gets that offer accepted, and now you've kind of lost out on that opportunity. So it's better to have that offer in. So definitely some tips there for buyers and sellers. Just making sure that you are well aware of what's happening in your specific community, because different communities have different inventory, has different pricing. So one community can vary from another. So it's very important that when you are thinking about selling, you have a proper consultation that's going to go over those numbers. It's going to go over that data, and then you guys can come up with a game plan. And that's really what we do with our sellers. That's how we are able to get 15 offers on some of our listings, 5 or 6 offers on another, and we're able to sell for over asking and in a record time, because we really understand that data of that particular neighborhood, and then we come up with a strategy specific to that property. On the buyer side, well, we're trying to save you guys money, so we're definitely working harder to be able to run numbers, make sure that where we can squeeze some savings, whether we can ask for closing costs or how much we can close, how much we can ask. Can we go a little bit above because maybe they priced it under value? Is there wiggle room? Can we do a shorter closing, because that might benefit the sellers? So those are things that we look at, on a property per property basis, but also on a client basis, because some clients have different options where they can use down payment assistance, or they can choose not to and do a buy down and get bigger savings. So there's so many factors that I can't really talk about it as in general. But we know that the market right now is trending up. So hopefully this month we kind of see it level off, because that really would be beneficial to everybody. Sellers are still in the seller's market, so they're not really having to worry about value not being there if they're thinking about selling. But buyers, it helps buyers be able to compete with other buyers and be able to become homeowners. So as the elections come up and as the interest rates continue to go higher, I do expect some buyers to exit the market or put their shopping on pause, but I do expect other buyers to come on. So because we don't have much inventory, and even though we don't have a huge influx of buyers, we are seeing, a pretty competitive, steady market, and we are seeing it trending up. As far as what's going to happen next year, well, can't guarantee anything, but I do expect it for it to continue going up or stay steady. And that's really where I'm rooting for, is to stabilize, to where it just kind of levels off and we stay at this price point, so that way we don't really see huge price increases, and more buyers have that ability to be able to purchase and become homeowners and stop spending money on a rent. If you're thinking about buying or selling, well, you know what to do. You need to reach out to me and let me know, so that way we can sit down and have a chat and then come up with a game plan specific to your needs and your wants. Anyways, my name's Isaac with the 5 Diamond Group at Vice Realty, and I'll catch you guys on the next video.